Good morning, everybody. I don't know if I have the chat box open. I'm trying to decide if I should keep these windows open or if that gets in our way as far as the pictures on our cards. Anybody there yet? My eyes aren't working yet. Hi. Good morning. Hi, Sandy. Okay. All right. I'm going to do today's reading, so I'm going to figure out what you guys are going to choose from. Hi. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. What should we choose from? You know what? It was a very emotional night last night, so why don't we choose from... One of the things we're going to choose from is the Great Wave, because we've been getting it a lot lately. So here's one. We're going to get... Oh, you're going to get this because this was me last night. You're going to get the tiger, who's going to roar louder than a lion. You're going to get the Red Baron, who says, life's tough, wear a helmet. Right? So there's that. And then you're going to get... Why don't we get a little bit of a calm energy? We'll get the angel that's holding on to the cat, okay? So there's our 4 items. So take a look. Hold on. These are the 4 items that you can choose from. Spirit said, when the great wave comes, go to the mountain. The mountain with the tablets. So here it is. Whoops. This is actually a crystal. This is a metal of the earth. I can't remember what it's called, but it's pretty pitchin', isn't it? It's silver. And then we have the tiger. Red eyes. Tiger is either very passionate, I would say very passionate, but sometimes angry. This is the Red Baron. This is our pilots right now in our fires, going into the flames, right? This is also Angry Birds. I don't know if you guys seen the movie, but you can actually see the fat little robin, Angry Birds. And here we see the angel holding on to the little orphan kitty. Okay. Those are the items that you get to choose from. I'll bring your comments back. Hi. I'll try and say hello to everybody as you wave. God, I'm so tired I can't even see. Okay, so I need to talk to you guys clearly about last night. I don't know if... let me see. I don't know if Corey, if you're on. But last night was a rough night here for me. I worked all day. You can tell I'm very tired. I should probably shut this window. God, it makes it look worse. And I've got a lot of friends that are being I've got a lot of friends that are being evacuated from their homes that are burning on fire. Hopefully they're not going to lose everything they own. I went down by the lake to see how close it was, and because I got a message. I don't know what you guys, I can't even remember now. Was it 2 years ago that said, when the great wave comes, go to the mountain? It also, I can't stand the light here. It also said, I also got after that when that great wave was building at the ocean, there was a fire burning through the valley. And the fire went down and even down to the water, and even the water was on fire. And so when Idlewild started to burn, I thought, God, is this, because I feel like this is the time period, right? But it was the mountains, it didn't fit, right? So it fits now because it has burned right down to the water. So it's just showing me a time period. It's just showing me that the things that I see in my dreams are accurate. I'm having a hard time blinking. I'm so tired. I was up really, really, really late. So last night, after I came home, I was exhausted, and I thought, I need to go work out. So I went down in my gym, and it's really, really hot. It's super hot right now. And even with the air conditioning on, it's boiling. And the poor firefighters, you can imagine wearing those suits, with the flames. Oh, my God. Anyway, I went down at about, it was late to go to work out in the gym. And I was down there, and I got a phone call through Facebook, through somebody. And I didn't answer it because I was working out, right? And so they kept calling and calling and calling and calling. And I thought, what is going on? I mean, this isn't a friend. This is somebody that I've worked with. This is somebody that's been on our soul chat. And they left me a message. And basically, they were slurring their words. They were either drunk or they were slurring their words. All I can tell you is they weren't in their normal state of mind. And they were threatening to kill themselves. Basically, it wasn't threatening. It was just kind of like, and I got the feeling right away this person just wanted attention. But I don't take that as a joke. If you say something like that, I'm going to act on it. Right? I'm not here for... I'll just tell you, it's a form of abuse, basically, what she was doing. Clearly, she's abusing herself, and she was abusing me and my energy. So I talked to her for quite a while, and it wasn't going anywhere, right? It was, no, I'm going to end it. The world would be better off without me. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not doing this. So I just... I was motivated to behave in a certain manner. Now, some of you people may not agree with how I handled it. I was shown this is what I was supposed to do. I was in a very, very abusive relationship for 10 years, physically abusive. And I was embarrassed to let anyone know. It took me years before I went to the man's father and had the courage to go to the father and say, look, this is what's going on. And his response was, well, don't make him mad. So clearly I had no help, right? And I was away from my family. I had no one around me. So I dealt with it. And I'm not somebody, I mean, it takes a long time. You know, you get beaten down after a while. You probably can't imagine me allowing somebody to push me around. And I didn't. I fought him back. But I mean, I was covered in bruises, you know. This is somebody who threw me up against kitchen cabinets and across the room when I was 9 months pregnant, you know. Because he was stronger than me, and that was how he could control me. It's all about control. So last night when this was going on, it's the same kind of situation. The final time that this happened with him and I said, I'm calling the police. And the thing was, it wasn't because he was going to hurt me. He's already done that. But my kids were going to get hurt. They were there when this was going on. He was punching out glass windows, and the glass was flying by. It was awful. And so I threatened to call the police, which of course I would never do, and he knew it. He knew I never would. That's why he continued to do what he did, because he had control. But my mom was there, and he was getting right in my mom's face, and my child was there, and the last final thing, he punched the glass through the French glass window between the kitchen and where I was standing, and I saw, and I grabbed my daughter. She was 5, and I pushed her behind me quickly, and as I pushed her behind me, the big shard of glass went flying right by my body. It would have hit her right in the head, right in the face. And I thought, that's it. Then he gets in my mom's face. So I go over and I pick up the phone. I'm going to the phone and I'm saying, I'm going to call the police. And he's like, do it. Because he knows I'm not going to, right? I'm not going to. I don't want to get him in trouble. I'm in an abusive relationship, right? I don't want to... You know, it wasn't even so much that I was worried about what anybody thought about me. I didn't want him to get in trouble, which is stupid. But that's the mind control from narcissists, right? So this is somebody who doesn't feel they have any control over their life, so they have to control someone else physically. So I got to the phone, and he was in my mom's face. He wasn't stopping, and I said, I'm going to call the police. He didn't stop. I picked up the phone. He's like, you're bluffing. I pressed 9. I pressed 1. I pressed 911. I got on the call. Cops answered. And I said, this is what's going on. His friend came in, grabbed him, and took him out of the house. And they took off. So when this happened last night, I tried for quite a while to talk to her. And then I switched gears. And I thought, this isn't working. She just wants attention. So I said, this is bullshit. This is ridiculous. I said, my friends are losing their homes right now. There are firefighters putting their lives on the line right now to save people that they don't even know. And you're calling me from Michigan, where you know I can't do anything about it, right? Why are you calling me? If you aren't interested in help, why are you calling me? This is bullshit. You have a choice to do something with your life or to continue down this path, and you're acting out of ego. And she said, no, you told me that someone would come into my life and I would have a partner and that things would work out for me. And I said, things don't work out for any of us if we don't act, if we don't move our lives in line with what Spirit's guiding us to do. Yes, these opportunities are completely in front of you. Yes, yesterday our reading was amazing, right? The opportunities that are in front of us, but none of those opportunities come through if we don't act on it. If they don't act on it, there is free will as well. And I said, you have free will right now. And she said, my angels, they want me to, they say that I'd be better off without, around. And I said, your angels aren't talking to you. That's not angels talking. That's alcohol talking. That's the drugs talking. And she said, I'm not on alcohol. I'm not. I said, really? Why are you slurring your words? I can barely understand anything you're saying. So she wouldn't stop. And I was getting louder because I went back and I started thinking about my ex and how, these narcissists, they want attention and they control you. They control you. And I said, I'm not going to allow you to do this. I'm not going to allow you to do this. I said, I'm going to go live right now and I'm going to tell everyone. I'm going to cause a huge stink and I'm going to tell everyone that you're threatening to kill yourself. And maybe one of your friends, unfortunately it was late and, a lot of people wouldn't have been online, but I thought if I made a big stink, somebody would see it, right? I called the police, by the way. I called the police after I hung up from her, and there was nothing I could do without a phone number. And I said, I know her name, I know where she lives. There was nothing they would do. So this is all I could do. So I went on, and some of you saw it. I pulled it down this morning, and she wasn't going to kill herself. You don't come on, what she did was she came on the live feed and started saying answering questions. If you're planning on killing yourself, you go off and you pull the trigger. You're not going to go on live and start answering questions. She wanted attention. And I did a reading. I had to do things very quickly. I was thinking by the seat of my pants. But I was told, shock her. Get her pissed off. Get her angry, right? Don't placate her. Don't play to this, right? So I did. And as I was on there, a spiritual person got on and said, oh, you call yourself a spiritual teacher and this is how you act? And I thought, wow, you know what? You don't know what's going on and you don't know what. I'm doing this on purpose. I'm hoping that this is big enough that somebody sees it so that they can get over there and they can do something. Because even if, I got from spirit, she just wanted attention. Still, I didn't want to take that risk and I couldn't do anything. What could I do? So I said to her, what was this for? Why call me then? If you're just, she says, because I thought you could handle it. You thought I could handle what? Being the last person that you spoke to before you killed yourself? Thanks, Sherry. I just want to let you know. Thanks for all the time and energy you've spent with me, working with me. Now I'm going to go kill myself, and I just wanted to let you be the last one to hear my voice. Fuck off. Really? And then somebody said to me, oh, you say that and you're a spiritual teacher? Dude, you have no idea. So I wrote to the person privately and I said, look, this is what's going on. You don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing this on purpose. I'm trying to cause a big disturbance for this particular reason. However, there's a lot of us empathic people that get these kind of energy vampires. That's what they want. They want your energy. They want your pity. They want your attention. They have no interest in cleaning themselves up, stopping drinking, getting off the drugs. They just want to be professional sick people that get attention. They manipulate people. And I'm talking like this. At this point, I've blocked her. I reached a friend of hers. Actually, her friend, I reached a friend. I reached out to several people that I found on her page. And one of them wrote back. And I didn't intend to leave the video up, but I was so exhausted. I kept checking it in the middle of the night. And none of those friends answered my emails. So I fell asleep with it up there. I didn't intend to leave it up for as long as it was. It was for her. She passed out and went to sleep after she, whatever. She was fine. When I got off the video, I did a reading again, and I got improving health, seeking attention, no need to worry, you did the right thing. So I was good with what I did, okay? I did get a message in my dreams. I watched a lot of it in my dreams, and I was confirmed again, and I got that my twin soul wasn't impressed that I was wearing a nightgown, that people could actually see the fall of my boobs, and I'm sorry, but I was a little bit stressed out when it was going on, and I just had to act. I didn't have time to go get dressed. So I didn't mean to be indecent if that was offensive to anyone. But I'm not here. I'm not here to pander you. I'm not here to placate you if you want attention. There are far too many people that are actually looking for help, that want to improve their lives. But this message is going out because there's a lot of people that deal with family members. If you leave, I'm going to kill myself, or an ex. That's crazy. That's crazy. You are a nut. You are dramatic. You are a drama seeker. You cause all kinds of problems and you manipulate people. But if you leave me, I'm going to kill myself. And you're like, God, in the back of your mind thinking, shit. You know, maybe you grew up with a parent like that. I'm over it. You know, I have a drama seeker in my family, and I don't play the games anymore. So if you feel that it should have been done in a different way, then you could have handled it your way. I handled it my way. I did get a message from Corey. Thank you, Corey. And Corey, don't worry, because I have, I can't even see it right now. I've blocked her, the person who did this, after I knew she was safe. But Corey wrote and said, I know her. This is somebody who is an attention seeker. She causes this kind of drama. She gets in other people's lives, tries to cause problems for them. She's not looking to get herself feeling better. Yes, she suffers from depression. I'm sure she does. There's a lot of people that suffer from depression. But I know people that suffer from depression very, very deeply. And they hold it all inside. And they allow it to hurt themselves by keeping it in and not allowing others who do love them to help them. There's a difference between people that are seeking attention and are professional sick people than others that are actually really suffering and wanting to have help. So that's it. I didn't read your messages. I can really hardly see. You can see the bags under my eyes. I didn't get very much sleep last night. I ended up deleting the video. I didn't know that it went on part of my story. I had no idea why that happens. But I deleted the video after I found out that she's fine, and this person said she lives right there. She's going to go see her. She's going to go be with her, and so that's good. But I blocked her because I'm not inviting that back in. This is not a forum for drama queens and drama kings. Sorry, that's not my energy, and I don't want anybody with that energy in my life. It's not okay. It's abuse. It's abuse. It's abuse of my energy, it's abuse of my good nature, and it's abuse of anyone else that they do this to. It's just a form of control, and it's bullshit. So, then feel free to go off. Go away. See you later. See you later. If anybody doesn't want to watch this, they can feel free to remove themselves, okay? There we go. So, for any of you who do ever get to the place where you are feeling so desperate that you feel like that there's no point in going on, there are hotlines that you can call. That somebody is there at any time of night that you can call, and they can talk you through it. They can work with you. They can bring you to shelters. Hi. They can direct you to people in the town that you live in. There are places that you can go. You know, and so don't think that I'm sitting here and I don't care. That's not the case. I don't spend almost all of my time doing this for free because I don't care. I could be doing other things for myself, and pretty soon I'm going to be doing that because this is getting to be more of a thankless job than it is anything else. So, yeah, bye, Felicia. Big time. So, okay. With that being said, I want to turn this around, and I want to make this into a happy energy. And I chose happy decks. I've got the Mermaids and Dolphins. I figured that would be happy. I chose the Magical Unicorns. And yeah, you know, isn't that nice? I don't know why I'm on your feed. This is a downer, blah, blah, blah. You know, nobody has to watch what they don't want to watch, right? And nobody has to, and I'm not here to get attention. Thanks. I don't need it. I've got too much attention. That's probably what Spirit's showing me. I've got too much attention. It's time to take a real long break. So, okay. So, let me just put you guys down for a second, okay? Hold on. I'm going to put you down while I have to shuffle the cards. Here, you know what? Hold on a second. There, I'll put you down this way. And I can see your guys' comments. Yeah, the guy's an attention seeker, truthfully. I can see your comments if you want to talk. Sandy's my moderator. Thank you, God. Sandy's always there for us. And I will do a few readings, but not very many, you guys. I'm exhausted. This takes a lot from my energy. And Sandy, don't let me go more than I say. I will take 5 people and no more. 5. That's it. So, What is the other deck? I like the Animal Tarot deck too. So I think that maybe that's the deck that we will... Whoa. Interesting. Okay. Yes, you absolutely may. Christina, Sandy, Melissa. That's 3. What am I doing with these decks? I'm so tired. I'm like, I'm having a hard time. Oh, yeah. Thank you. God, I mean, I know what it sounded like, you know? I know what it sounded like, the video, and I know what it looked like, but it wasn't what people thought. That's why I thought, I better get on here and make sure people understand why I did what I did, you know? And I did ask before I did it, but I did have to move really quickly. You know, it was hard. I had to move really quickly. I didn't have much of a choice. It's just that I thought, ugh, it sounded like I, you know, wasn't caring. But I had literally spent 45 minutes on the phone with her before I did what I did, because I wasn't getting anywhere. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you know what? Today we're just going to do 1 card per sign, or 1 card per item, and then we're going to do the other readings, because otherwise it's going to run too long, and my energy is going to be too exhausted. And actually, I haven't even had a drink of my chia water, so hold on. Thank you, Sandy. Okay, so, do you know who you chose? Gosh, I'm clearing. The items that you chose from. If you want to do zodiac signs, I'm clearly going to take this one for fire, because that was me last night. I'm going to take this one for water. This one is air. And this one is earth. If you want to do it that way. So let's begin with earth. Or, woo! Sorry. Okay. The first message that we're getting. Awesome. Okay, so for earth signs, or for whoever chose the Great Wave, empowerment. I like this, especially after what just happened last night. And this is what I was trying to tell this person. But clearly when they're that drunk, or high, or whatever she was on, they aren't able to hear. Okay, so Spirit's telling you, you are safer than, you are, first of all, you're safe. Okay, that came out first for a reason. You're safe. You might not feel that you're safe in the situation you find yourself, but you are. And you're never alone. You're never alone. Now, the way I'm speaking to you right now, this is how I spoke to her at first, okay? I want you to understand that. So, as far as us, this is for everything. For ones who feel that they're not in a safe place, yes, they are. They've got more power and they've got the ability to do more for themselves than they're giving themselves credit for. But I'm now going into a different arena here. This one would be me last night, or you. You are more powerful than you realize, and it's safe for you to be that way. You hold energy. You hold the light. You are being guided through your emotional waters. I knew that I was being guided last night. That's why I wasn't too worried about what I did. Spirit's telling us that you are using your, and you will use the power that you have appropriately. You're not going to abuse it, because that is not your intention. And the people that are true friends, the people that actually know you, who love you, they're going to be proud of you stepping into your power. Because maybe you have been in a situation where others have been controlling you, or you've been allowing yourself to get tangled up in these currents, or these kelp beds, these kelp forests. I see a third-party situation here. You know, you're breaking free. You're breaking free from the entanglement of others who may have pulled you under. And you're floating up more towards the light. And Spirit's proud of you for this. And so is anyone else that's been around you that actually cares about you and loves you. It means that you're not a victim. Now, this could be, again, the situation before. Maybe what was pulling you under was sadness. Maybe what was pulling you under was negative feelings, shame, belief that you're not good enough. But you are choosing to step into the light. You're choosing to work with the guidance that you get from Spirit and grabbing onto that power. You're going to let go of self-blame or blaming others or the pity party. You're going to let go of the circumstances that you know were keeping you held down, and you're taking your own power back. You're not a victim. You choose to say, I'm not a victim. I'm not going down. I'm not going to allow this to pull me under. I'm not going to reach for that bottle every time I feel bored or lonely or that I want attention. I'm not going to cause a scene. I'm not going to cause drama. I'm going to find out what is it inside of me that's lacking, that needs to be loved, because it's inside that needs to be loved. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to go to rehab. I'm going to reach out for classes, or maybe you're the person who's been dealing with this and you're going to say, you know what, this is enough. This person is going to go to rehab. We're going to stage an intervention. I mean, I have to talk about it because this is what came up. But whatever the situation is, you're grabbing your power. You're looking to Spirit for guidance and you're paying attention to it. So you can be powerful. You can be gentle. You don't have to kick ass like I did last night, but I had to smack her awake, right? It really wasn't her that I was trying to smack awake because she was pretty much drunk. It was somebody online, anyone online, right, that knew her. That was the point. You want to cause a disturbance because you're going to be noticed. Now, I'm thinking about the person who set the fires here, both in Idlewild and here, where all my friends are being evacuated right now. That was a man who got into a fight with his neighbors. He was mad at his neighbors, so he set their houses on fire. His house didn't burn, but he has caused irreparable damage. Animals burned as they're fleeing. People's losing their homes. All of that acreage, not to mention the firefighters' lives and energy and time and the taxpayers' money, because he wanted attention. He didn't like what was happening. He wanted attention. Same with the one up in Idlewild. It was set as well. So Kaylee, I'm not going to say her name. This person last night, she set a fire. I was going to blow it out. I was going to blow it out by putting it on there. She didn't want that. So she got her attention and then thought, oh, this isn't fun anymore. And then she deleted me, right? So this is not about that kind of attention. This is not the attention you seek. You seek Spirit's attention. You seek help. And you're going to the light and Spirit's saying, that's the way you want to do it. So there's good ways that you can do this, right? Like I said, there's lots of places that you can call, 1-800 numbers. If anybody wants to put one up on the screen, that would be great. But there are crisis centers and there are suicide prevention hotlines, and there's always someone there. So believe me, if this is someone who seriously was looking for, I'm going to do this, they're not going to call me when they know I can't do anything about it. So right now, Spirit wants you to affirm that it is safe for you to use your power and use it in an effective way. Come from a place of love and come from a place of light. Also, don't be worried about what other people think. I'm not worried about what anybody thinks about how I handled that. I'm just not. I came from the right place, and if it could have been done in a different way and I was too tired or exhausted myself to figure it out, well, I forgive myself for that. So that's the end of that message. But now we're going to go to, and I don't know what time it is. I'll try and record this. I'll timestamp this later for other people that are watching, but we're going to go to the tiger. I'm a tiger. And you're going to hear me roar louder than a lion. So this is what is this? Fire signs, if that's what you choose. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be different. I love this one. I love this one. This is the story of, look at that picture. Okay, this reminds me of the book that I used to read to my kids. Are You My Mother? Are You My Mother? I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's about a little bird that was in its egg, in its nest, and the mother went off somewhere, and while the mother was gone to get food or something, while the mother was gone, the baby was born, and didn't know where its mother was, didn't know what was going on, so it went on this adventure. It went looking for its mother, and everywhere it went, it saw a farmer in a field. Are you my mother? No, honey, I'm not your mother. Keeps going on. It went, to a cow. Are you my mother? No. A tractor. Are you my mother? Everywhere it went. And I would do all the voices with my kids, right? I can't do it now because I've got Marge Simpson's voice because I'm so tired. But here you see this unicorn basically going on this quest into the forest, looking for someone that it belongs to. And it's feeling bad about itself. He can't see how beautiful, or she can't see how beautiful, unique, and magical they are. This one looks at the skunk and says, I don't look like that. The skunk probably has skunk friends there. And the squirrel, there's lots of squirrels, and I don't look like that. They could catch a reflection, a picture of themselves in the water when they drank, so they could see what they looked like, and they didn't look like any of these ones. And there's a couple bunnies, and I don't look like them, and there's a little mouse, and I don't look like them, and God, I look so weird, and I've got this weird thing on my head, and look how much bigger I am than everyone. They're all so little and cute, and they have fur, and I've got this long hair and this tail that, right? And the squirrel jumps up on top of the stump and says, are you freaking kidding me? Do you know what you are? You're magic. You're magical. You're beautiful. You're amazing. You don't want to be like us. We could all climb on your back. All of us. We could all climb on your back, and you could take us on all of these adventures, and you could get us so far forward where it would take us forever to get there. You have so much power because the horse represents forward movement and power and assistance, right? This one is not recognizing the beauty of themselves, clearly. Not recognizing also the gifts that they possess. And so it sounds kind of silly as I tell the story, right? But it's not really, because people feel this way. A lot of people feel this way, that they don't look like other people. My friend, she's 5'2", and she's only 98 pounds. She's super cute. She looks like a little gymnast. And my friend Mark, he's like 6'3", and he's ripped, and he's gorgeous. And you know, I've got weight on me, and my skin's not good, and you know, and my friend Kim's got a beautiful voice and can sing, and I can't sing, and that guy, he's so successful. He's a lawyer, and blah blah blah. It goes on and on and on. But we all compare ourselves to everybody. Always, always, always compare ourselves to other people. Or maybe we have had other people compare themselves to us. You know, you make a mistake, and this one's very quick to point it out every single time, right? Oh, you didn't do that right. You should have handled that in a different way. Like, how'd you like that spiritual person that popped on my feed and said, oh, you call yourself a spiritual teacher, and this is what you're doing, having no idea about the background of the story or the person or what had been happening, right? So sometimes maybe you'll act on something, right? You've even been given guidance, and you followed your guidance, and you've acted, and they didn't understand it, or they didn't see it the way you saw it, and so they put you down and they told you were wrong for how you handled it. Maybe you've had that happen your whole life. Maybe you've had a brother who was very, very successful, and you know, had a way with the ladies and had a way with the words, and every time you opened up your mouth, you said the wrong thing, right? How about that? Or maybe you do have a lot of talents, but you're so incredibly shy that it's hard for you to come forward with it. You know, it's okay to be different. It's not only okay to be different, it's good that you're different. And if you feel like you don't belong with these people in the forest, they're telling you you're amazing, but maybe you don't believe them. Maybe you're not listening, right? You're not listening because the insecurity is inside of you. So you got to work on that. And that's why Spirit's telling you it's okay to be different. It's awesome to be different. If everybody was the same, life would be really, really boring, you know? If you were quiet and I was quiet, it'd be boring. If both of us were outspoken and giggling and talking and laughing, that would be overwhelming. But there's one like this and there's one like that, and it's fun. And you know what? You don't have to be around the same people all the time, right? That would get overwhelming. It would be overwhelming maybe for you as well. Like even for myself, I can't be around people for very long. I take on their energy. My energy is very intense. I know that, right? But I can't be around other people because I'm an empath and I carry their energy. So it's about respecting our differences, recognizing that all of us have gifts. All of us are important as we are. We shouldn't be feeling like we need to improve or be like anyone else or do things the way other people do it. Because everything that we might perceive as a negative, there is a positive to it. And that's the lesson Spirit basically wants to say is, for everything that somebody tells you that you're doing wrong, find something that's good about that. I like to use the hummingbird as an example, because the hummingbird is not built properly. They've got little funky wings, and they got a big fat body, and they got this long pointy beak, right? They shouldn't be able to fly, just like the bumblebee. They shouldn't be able to fly, but not only can they fly, they can do things that no other bird can do. They're helicopters. They can go up, they can go down, they can go backwards, they can do anything. They're beautiful, brilliant colors. They're gorgeous. No one has ever looked, I'm sure, at a hummingbird and said, what a freak. Man, I wouldn't want to be a hummingbird. How embarrassing to be a hummingbird, right? So, it's okay to be different. It's not only okay to be different, that's what makes the world go round. And your way of looking at things shows other people maybe a different way of seeing things that maybe you didn't. Hi. Right? So that's that. I'm not going to belabor that point. I'm going to go to, and I don't know what time it is. Hi. We're going to go to the Red Baron. I love this rock. I saw this when I was hiking over very close to myself. I was missing the mountains. You know, I was missing the rocks, and I couldn't get away and from where I was. And so there were these giant boulders that were over, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I think that's where I got it. Giant boulders over by me, and I saw this on the trail, and I picked it up, and I didn't know why. It grabbed me. The color of the rock, first of all, because I wanted to go to Sedona, and it reminded me of Sedona. And I stuck it on my dresser, and I thought, well, I'll put one of my, you know, something else on top of it, and I'll use it like a feature rock or something. And that's what I did. I brought it home, and I put the tiger on it, right, like that. And it was in the middle of one of my readings that I looked down, and I'm like, oh my God. And what's funny is I saw this in the clouds the day before, and somebody that I love had a post on his page a long time ago, and it said, life's tough, better wear a helmet. Life's tough, put on a helmet, or something like that. And so I'm like, oh, look at that. See the nose and the eyes, and this is the leather helmet of the aviator, the old-fashioned aviators, right? And then at the time, I was getting gossip from jealous women that was going on. Spirit kept talking about it. And I heard in my head, angry birds. Angry birds. I just kept hearing angry birds. And I hadn't seen the movie, so I looked up what Angry Birds was, and there's a little fat bird, and they were dive bombing people, because on, like for air, like the Queen of Air, the air suit, or anything to do with air, is about speech. It's about like text messaging, emails, gossip. That's what it is. So there I saw my Red Baron, and I thought, oh, there you are. And what's interesting is I'm sitting here talking about it right now. I see another face. Here, it's a lion. Can you see it? This is the mane. This is the nose. This is the eye. This is the muzzle. There's a lion on one end. Lion on one end, and this guy wearing a helmet escaping on the other end. Or maybe the angry bird is the same person. I don't know. All right. These guys seem to go together. So our message is honor Gaia. Oh, I love this. Look at this. Oh, sorry. I knocked myself over. Okay. Honor Gaia. Which I do. I freaking love it. So here we see Mother Earth. Oh, I love it. Look at it up close. This reminds me of the Grail Fairy too. The water, remember the cleansing water that comes from the Grail Fairy, from her tears. This is Mother Earth crying for what's happening right now, to the fires that are raging through, burning up our forests, taking the homes away from these animals. But the words that are speaking from Mother Earth as well. These are the waterfalls. When the great wave comes, go to the mountain with the tablets. Tablets are waterfalls. And this pool that comes down, there's a pathway that leads us up. This is about us. And it's not worship, but it is a form of bowing down and being grateful for what Mother Earth provides us. The water. When Mother Earth cries, we get our rain. The pools, refreshing pools of water. Her third eye is very open, and I'm sure she's very much crying because of what's being done. on this planet to each other, but to her and to her beautiful animals. And she's protected by this dragon. This is the goddess energy, the loving, nurturing, mothering energy that all of us have within us. Look at the cobwebs in her horns. I love that, the creation, the webs of creation. And I love the fact that I said this yesterday. Somebody said something about, I think it was a post that I shared from Sean. I think it was your post. And it was about the moon shining, or the sun shining. And I said, I like them to shine at the same time. I like them to be shining both at the same time, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And that's what you see happening here. And both of them are creating. There's so much going on here. And look who sits above on her branch. The phoenix rising. The phoenix has risen. I love this. There's so many messages that I could personally get in this. Spirit's encouraging you to walk into nature. Take a walk into nature and find that peace and respect, and maybe give some type of an offering to Mother Nature. Give back for all she's given back. And that could be cleaning up garbage that you see along the path. That could be taking along with you in a little bag some rolled oats that are really cheap, Quaker oats, so that you can feed the squirrels and the birds, because that's good for them. It's healthy for them. Bread is not. It's about taking a look at nature and how it works, and think about our own lives and how we have the ability to create in our dream time as well as in our awake time. What are we doing with what we dream? Our dreams are our future. So what are we doing before we go to sleep at night? What are we thinking about? Are we thinking negative thoughts or positive thoughts? I went to bed praying. I went to bed praying and asking for that person to go to sleep, to be able to sleep it off, and that in her dreams, Spirit connected with her. I asked for her to be safe. I asked for a protection on her. I cried myself to sleep last night. It doesn't make me happy to see people in a place like that. It hurts my heart. And I can't do any more than I was able to do when I'm in California and they're in Michigan. So I called on my spiritual team. And I asked for this goddess energy, this loving, nurturing energy, to be with that person. That's what I did last night. So in my daytime, I choose to do this. That's another way that I feel like I can help. What can you do to help not only this planet, but the people on the planet, is what I'm seeing here. There's a lot of green, which is healing and love. And the phoenix risen and the harvest time, it shows you that the work that you put in, you will be rewarded for it. And you can take yourself from a dark place into a light place. You can rise. This dragon, we have a dragon wrapped around us at all times. Dragons are just spiritual energy. Angels, dragons, fairies, they're all spirits. And this Mother Earth, this loving, nurturing energy has her dragon assisting her. I felt my dragon wrapped around me last night. My spiritual twin. He was the one who said, I don't think it's a good idea for you to be dressed like that. But he was there. Sorry, I end up crying all the time. And it's not... You know what I need to get is waterproof mascara. So, honoring Gaia. I guess for you today, you're supposed to ask yourself what you can do. What can I do today? Maybe it's just say thank you. I can't help but notice the number 18. I don't know if you guys see. I'll zoom this in. I don't know if it zooms in on your end when I do this, but 18, again, is the number 1 and 8 coming to 9. Get to work, light worker. You have everything you need in front of you at this time to move forward on your spiritually illuminated paths. Please stop procrastinating. Even baby steps will get you going in the direction that you need to go. Because there's been possibly tears and sickness or sadness, but there's been, and you may be retreated, and there's been a healing that's taken place. But you are the phoenix rising. You have that ability now to choose, and Spirit's asking you to move forward. So do what you can. Get into nature. You know, walk with your feet on the ground. Somebody posted something yesterday. Oh God, this is awful. I might not turn this around again. I'm not going to. Sorry. I can't even see now. I've got mascara everywhere. But somebody posted a post yesterday And I'm going to look for it again. And it was about how your body is affected when you walk barefoot on the earth. My friend Patrick, I'll look him up. My friend Patrick. Hold on, let me do it really quick while I'm saying this because I want to make sure. This is my neighbor in Sedona. He's a shaman as well, and he's a crystal guy. He collects crystals. He's awesome. And he's got a wolf dog named Jai. Okay, so Patrick, where is it? I pulled up his page, so I'm going to share it. And he spoke about how it affects your body as you walk upon the earth. And we know that when we walk upon the earth, the very first thing that happens is we get grounded. We are connecting to something solid. We're connecting to spirit. So it's very important. Oh my God, he's got a lot of posts. He's like me. There it is. Okay, I'm sharing it on my wall right now. Studies show what happens to the human body when we walk barefoot on the earth. Okay, I posted it. And that's what nature is asking us to do right now. First of all, they want us to enjoy it. They want us to enjoy what we've been given. The rivers, the lakes, the oceans, the mountains, whatever. It clears our energy. It gets rid of the cobwebs in our minds, right? That's what happens when you go into nature. Clear the cobwebs out of your mind. If you've had bad dreams, get rid of those. Go into nature. God, I wish I could get outside into nature. It's so hot here right now. But she gives to us. She gives us life. And so we need to be careful of her and honor her, just like we would honor ourselves. Okay. All right, I'm going to look at myself. I'm honoring myself. I'm using you guys as a mirror. Oh my God, the bags under my eyes. Okay, that's it for that card. We're going to go to the next, which is, I can't believe I put myself on public display with so little sleep. God, I'm going to need seriously months to catch my sleep up. Now we've got this angel. I love this one because this one is holding on to Oliver. I had a cat in the place that I lived before I moved to Canyon Lake. It found me. It was a stray cat, and I named him Oliver. He was orange. I always call alley cats Oliver. And I fed him. I took videos of it. He was so afraid of me, and I fed him a little, and I would go away, and I'd watch him from the window, and slowly he would let me get close to him. So here we see, this is spirit with us. We are this little orphan. Whenever we feel alone, whenever we feel that there's nobody there, spirit is always there, always wanting to help us. Spirit goes in to pouring rain. Look at her. Her wings are rusted. And you know what makes me think about this? Makes me think about us. I've got rusty wings, right? I'm an angel walking. All of the light workers that are doing this are angels walking. All of us are. This is our path. This is our work. And we're not perfect. I've got rusty wings. Sometimes I swear, sometimes I say the wrong thing. Sometimes maybe I shouldn't have done what I did, right? I'm not perfect, but I'm doing this because I love you. I'm doing this because I'm guided. I like that. I like that, you know? And don't ever think because you got rusty wings that you're not helping someone and that you're not, Spirit's not going to use you in some way. I like that. I like that example. I really like, oh, thank you, Sen. She put a National Suicide Prevention Lifeline phone number up. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Okay, so for the angel. No, I know. I thought you said don't pick on my face as though, like, don't rub it. I shouldn't rub my eyes. I know. It's terrible to do. Thanks, you're a sweetheart. Okay, check it out. The wheel. Oh, my gosh. I don't remember whose sign this is, but this is awesome. I'm excited for you. The wheel. This is when Spirit steps in. This is when we're probably not doing what we're supposed to do. Spirit's told us that we're supposed to do something. Right? It's like we've been getting these messages about taking baby steps. Come on, let's move, get to worker, light worker. I can't tell you how many times we've gotten the number 9 and the number 10. Number 9 means get going. Take baby steps, right? Sometimes they don't even want you to go to 10. They want you to go now. They want you to get moving. But this is 10. And 10 says it's over. It's over. The gateway is here, walk through it, and if you don't walk through it, we're going to push you. And sometimes what they do, Spirit causes a falling tower, like what happened last night. That was a tower. That was a tower moment, right? And she wasn't going to do what she needed to do. She was going to do her continual, I'm going to get attention, and I'm going to be dramatic, you know, upset somebody else, because somehow, if I upset somebody else, I don't feel so bad in my life, which is a really selfish thing to do. So That was a tower moment, what I chose to do, and that's how Spirit used me. And that's what happens when the wheel moves forward. This is when we don't do what we're supposed to do. This is when Spirit says, we're going to take it and we're going to shove you. This is when the baby bird doesn't want to get out of its nest. This is when Spirit says, life's tough. Better put on your helmet. We're kicking you out of the nest. Time to go. You've been procrastinating long enough. So this is a really also a positive sign. It doesn't have to mean that you haven't done what Spirit's been asking for you to do. That's just one of the ways that Spirit does this. It does mean that there is going to be a sudden change in your life, but it's a good one. And you can expect a sudden change in your life. It's going to move you forward. You are now going to progress, maybe where you weren't having progress. Maybe you've been working. We got this message yesterday, right? Oh my God, when is this ever going to happen? When is this? You've been saying this, you've been saying this, you've been saying this. And that's what she said to me last night. You said that this would happen. You said, don't quit before the miracle. Spirit says it's here. All the work that you've been putting through, it's now you're going to harvest. Look at this. This tree is filled, so much so that the pears are all falling on the ground. It's ripe. Your situation is ripe. It's time to move forward. These caribou, I love that they're caribou, by the way. I grew up in Canada, as most of you probably know, and caribou was all around us. My uncle used to hunt them. Makes me really upset. But the caribou, I grew up with them in the forest. The reindeer, they're so incredible. Their horns are so they're so immense that it's unbelievable that they can even keep their heads upright. You know, which makes me feel as though this is your psychic antenna, and the knowledge that you have gotten at this point, or the whatever that is that you've put forward. Oh, Gina's just saying thank you. Have a good day, Gina. You've amassed enough. It's so much so that, look at this. It's great. The knowledge is now time to use it. Now time to move it forward, right? Push it forward. Whatever it is, you're going to be making really good progress at this time. This is a beautiful message. I love that. Thank you, God. Maybe I'll take the day off and sleep. So whatever it is, there's opportunities. Now think about the fact that the wheel is moving. The wheel, when you get the wheel, that's also travel, right? They're traveling somewhere. So you may be taking a trip. I feel like I am. It talks about transportation. Maybe you're going to get a new car. Maybe you need to get a new car. Maybe you need to check your tires. Check the air in your tires. Make sure your tires are solid. Check your brakes. Check your car before you go on your trip. Check your oil. Make sure that your car is in good shape. Everything like that before you go. Also, I'm being told, I've gotten this message and I've gotten it way too many times right now to ignore it. We're supposed to lock our cars right now at night. There's somebody that wants to steal or go into your car. Also, we're supposed to be aware of being broadsided. Don't be paranoid, but be very careful when you go into intersections. Be very careful about red lights right now. Wait. When the light turns green, give it a couple seconds. Even if the people behind you are pushing you, just wait, because I'm getting messages that people are going to be running red lights. And you got to be careful of people coming around corners. Just be careful right now. There's a message in that. And being that I'm being shown travel in the wheel, also I'm getting, on my wrist, I carry a St. Christopher medal. So it might be that somebody is leaving a situation that's dangerous right now and they're moving forward into somewhere safe. So call upon Spirit to help you with your, whatever you need. Call upon Spirit to help you. God, I can't look at my... Call upon Spirit to help you with, your travel arrangements, and ask for safety in your travel. If anyone is moving or traveling, ask for safety for them. Maybe if you need time off, like I do, Spirit knows that. So I'm asking for Spirit to provide me with the funds so that I can take some time off, and I am trying to get home. I don't know if they're going to allow me to do that, but so ask Spirit to make arrangements for you, you know, places to stay, the money that you need, show you where you should go, where the best place for you to go. I know it's got to be somewhere that's in nature. It's got to be safe. But maybe you're traveling for work. If you're somebody that travels a lot during your work, this is about asking for Spirit to provide protection for you while you're on the road. Right now, there's a lot of slowing down because of the fires in our area, and I know there's a lot of fires in other areas. So please be aware of the animals that are running from their homes. Also, people be patient on the freeways, because a lot of people have road rage. Be patient with people trying to get to and from work, and also people trying to get out of areas that are affected. There's long lines. Right now, because of the fires, we are all asking that you put your animals in at night, and if you're in an area that's war-torn, like right now, bring them in right now. It's not good for them to be out. Bring your animals in, even to a garage. They shouldn't be breathing in this air. Also, we want to bring them in because the wild animals are running. They're being displaced right now from their own homes, and they're scared. They're trying to find safety for their own families. Please don't take advantage of them and shoot them when they're trying to move their families. God. And please put water out for them if you can, so that they have something. Just be aware and be cautious. And also remember that some of them might be hurt and frightened, and you don't want to get too close. You want to just let them pass. God, it's upsetting for me thinking about that right now. Sorry. That just came up. So when you get the wheel, it's also talking about there may have been stagnancy right now. Things haven't been moving forward. And Spirit's saying basically, hold on to your hat. Hold on to your hat, because things are about to go into high gear. And it might feel overwhelming. You might feel overwhelmed, but you're grateful that things are happening, but still, it can be overwhelming. Well, you think about reindeers, that has to do with Christmas, so you think about gifts. You think about unexpected surprises, right? People showing up. It might be that somebody's going to show up in your life. It might be, I can't. Sorry, I don't mean to be so vain. I just can't freaking look at myself right now. It might be that people are coming to surprise you. You might be seeing people. It's Mercury retrograde, so people from the past coming back into your life, running into friends. But it's a happy thing. It's a positive thing. Opportunities might be coming your way, so pay attention. What else? Let me think. Well, the fact that the caribou, they travel in packs, they travel great distances. They're strong. You're strong. You can go the distance. Basically, Spirit's saying you have what it takes to go the distance. You're almost there. Don't quit before the miracle. You have knowledge that you have acquired. You have wisdom. Look, at every time you get a new branch on their antler, that's another year that they have lived. So there's wisdom that you have accrued along the way. Use your knowledge. You are adaptable. You are clever. You are able to survive different climates. You are able to survive different challenges. These animals are able to survive. Their forest homes get burned out a lot, and they move forward, and they're survivors, and so are you. So use all of those gifts right now as you move forward. So that's our reading. I'm going to hold on. I am going to do something here. I'm just listening to Sandy right now in my head. I just gotta put some lotion underneath my eyes because I was rubbing them. So I'm gonna turn this around so I can see your comments. Oops. No, I don't want to do that. I'm putting the comments back. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna get the people that are gonna get the 5 readings. Now, do remember this, please, you guys. Yes, these are for the people that have asked, but these messages are for all of us. Spirit knows how to give us messages and have me direct me to the messages that will be of the most benefit for the most people. So just because you may not personally be getting a reading doesn't mean that these messages don't apply to you, because they do. Every one of these messages, even though I called out certain signs, right? Because sometimes people are asking me to do that. I don't actually like doing that because not every Aries is the same. But for the people that are watching this reading, the ones that were called as those signs, I'm given that for a reason. So certain particular people that have those signs that need to get these messages will get those messages, and it's specific for them. Not that it isn't for all of us, but there's something specific in that message highlighted for them. Okay. God, I just had to get I had to get the mascara out of my eyes. Okay, let's see. I think I'm gonna use the deck. Sorry, that's not a very sexy look. It was all blurry. Didn't know that. Sorry, guys. I'm going to. I think I'm gonna use the animal deck, the tarot. I like that. I just got it, and that Blessed Bee cards that we had. I might pull them out for the pictures, but I'm kind of not impressed with the deck. It wasn't really. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So these ones seem to be a little bit more in line with what I like. Sen is first? Okay, cool. Just give me a second here. I'm multitasking. I'm multitasking and you guys can't see me do it, but that's okay. Everything doesn't need to be seen. Oh, God. Okay. Move this out of the way. Sorry. I'm going to shuffle and we'll start. Okay. I know this is not as exciting of a reading and fun as my other ones have been. I could turn on the radio and see if we have a message.
Or more select double platinum or iridium spark plugs. Limit one transaction per receipt. Limit one gift card per house. Items must be purchased.
Let me see what I get. Correct neutrality. For Sen, what is the most important message?
If you've been injured in an accident, the first thing you should do is call the right attorney at 1-800-THE-LAW-2.
Interesting. I keep getting this same message. If you've been injured in an accident, call the right attorney. I keep getting that message. It's interesting. So, again, be careful on the road. Okay, hi, Kirsten. Okay, here we go. Oops, I thought I turned you around. Okay, so Sen, this is your message. Your message is to tell you... Interesting, look at these little guys. These guys crack me up. Miniature dash hounds. So, hi. Here we are again. So two of winter. So this is interesting to me because two, again, it's kind of like juggling. This is indecision, and winter is cold emotion. So refusing to move forward. You're procrastinating. Procrastination and worrying what others will think. It's blocking you from making a decision. If you're torn between your own desires and someone else's, follow your inner guidance. Okay, there we go. This is two of air. So this is juggling. This is what you are. You're juggling back and forth. You've been given information. You've been told what to do, but you're not doing it because of other people. And we just talked about this. This whole reading was about, not worrying so much about what other people think. So it's either that or you're overanalyzing, which so many of us are part of Overanalyzers Anonymous, right? Taking too long to resolve an issue. So what's it going to be? If you have a choice between two, you're looking at these two, long-haired dachshund or a short-haired dachshund. Which one is it going to be? They're both sweet. They're both energetic. They're both playful. They're both spunky. They're both courageous. They're both stubborn. I'm looking at myself with the long, I mean, my legs aren't that short, but I'm looking at long hair. I'm thinking about myself. That's funny. So basically what they're telling you is you're being stubborn. You're being stubborn. You're overanalyzing. You're at a stalemate. You're supposed to choose something and you're not. So stubborn. So is there a competitive thing going on? It might also, it's also telling you that maybe this isn't about you. Maybe this is somebody else in your life that needs you. So, what's getting in your way? Is that why? Are you torn between something that you want or something that somebody else wants from you? See, this is interesting. I can't help but think of this situation, right? If you do, I'll kill myself. If I'll never be able to do this without you, or blah, blah, blah. Are you being held back because of somebody else? Somebody putting guilt on you? Are you feeling guilty? Are you feeling insecure? What is it? What's holding you back? You're torn between something you want and something somebody else wants from you. So right now, Spirit's basically saying you got to just follow your own guidance. You got to listen to what your own heart is telling you rather than what someone else is saying or what they feel. And if a compromise can happen, that would be good. Compromise is always good if that can happen. So if you're trying to decide between something and you can't make a choice, or you're trying to decide what to do, and there is a way to compromise, then work on doing that, where both people are satisfied. But Spirit's basically saying it's time to stop procrastinating. And this clearly is a message for everybody, because we are all getting these messages. These are the messages that we're getting. I got to figure out what it is that I'm procrastinating. It's probably about where I'm supposed to go. So that was your message. Who's next, please? You're overanalyzing. I know, I do it too. I think we're just supposed to strike the first, what is it that my heart wants? Am I going to lose something? If it's your career, is there something, if I choose this, will I lose something that's really, really valuable to me? Will I have to give up something that I'm not willing to give up? Sometimes it's not about money, you know? A lot of people get hung up on their career, but it's not necessarily about money. Sometimes your career takes you away from what you love the most. Okay, so let me, Christina, okay, let me shuffle. Woo. Correct for neutrality for Christina. This deck is really big. It's hard to shuffle. There's a lot of cards. My hands are little. I feel like somebody's a lawyer and their career takes them away from, actually it gives them a lot of stress. I don't know. I know a lot of people who had very high positions in the corporate world and walked away to a simpler life. Okay. Christina. Oh my God, Christina. Christina. Overanalyzing. I just got a message from the person. I just want you to here. I'm gonna pull another card for you. But I just got a message from the friend of the person that knows the person that this happened to, and I want you to hear it. I don't know about whatever. She doesn't want help. She's got a drinking problem and takes a lot of meds that I don't think she needs, because if she stopped drinking daily, so would her symptoms. She has what she copes with the pills. Says on Facebook saying that she never said that to you now. I commented, yes you did, and she erased it. She's not going to kill herself at all. I highly doubt it. She just gets wasted and depressed and doesn't control herself. I hung out with her a couple of times before, but her vibe is off. And the alcohol, and I don't dig. So I'm just gonna let her do her. She's not ready for help, by the way. She's talking now. She's sober on Facebook. I don't think she remembers what she does and says when she's all pilled and boozed up. I'm sharing this info not to gossip or talk, but so that she will. Oh God. Hold on, something happened. So that if she does it again, you'll understand why she's acting that way. Okay, so see, this is what Spirit showed me. I understood that, so that's good. I mean, it's not good. It's not good that she's chosen that. And I'm glad that I took screenshots of everything and I have the video saved and our conversation, so I know what was said. But that is sad. That is a situation where, you know, a lot of times people don't remember what they do when they're drunk. I have a friend who sobered up, and he's like, God, I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe the things that I said, and some of the things I don't even remember saying. And, you know, that's about forgiving yourself, because he has sobered up, and I'm so proud of him. He's freaking awesome. I love him. I loved him before, and I love him now. And, yeah, he had a problem. And he dealt with it. He dealt with it, and he sobered up. And no one's going to beat him up for it. I have a few friends that have sobered up. My friend Braun and my friend, actually I don't want to say his name, but they've sobered up. And they've changed their lives, and we're proud of them. And it's not about beating yourself up. It's about forgiving yourself, because we all have lessons. And that was one of the major life lessons that they chose to learn when they came here, right? And they succeeded. And alcoholism is something that you're always going to fight. I have alcoholism in my family. It goes all the way back on both sides. All the male members except for 3 male members. No women were affected, but I know it well. And it's something that they're going to struggle with their whole life. And the best place to do is, the thing to do is get away from their triggers, right? And this one, she's good in doing that. You know, you want to help people, but you don't jump into the mud puddle to get them out of their problems. They need to want to get help, and she doesn't want help. And so I'm removing her from my energy. I knew she was safe. But this all happened for a reason, because there are other people, I think, that have been this way, who have done this, who have not forgiven themselves. I keep getting that message from Spirit. You're the only one who hasn't forgiven yourself, so let go of it and move on. Make your amends, right? Make your amends. Say your apologies if you can. Some people are blamed for doing things when they were out and they actually didn't even do. So this isn't about beating up people who have addiction issues and who have alcoholism issues. This is about you getting the right help and knowing that people are there for you and they will help you, and there are places. And it's also about not enabling people. Not enabling people who have these issues. Don't be there. Don't be. Let them live at your house for free because they lost their job, because they're drunk. You know, their kids got taken away because they're you know, they choose to behave this way. They're supposed to hit the ground. They're supposed to hit the ground on their face, and then they wake up, hopefully. So sometimes you got to use tough love. That's what I did last night. So, but for those of you that are struggling with stuff like this, depression, anxiety, addiction, and you're doing what you can, you know, good for you. And Spirit's here to help you, you know, and we're not here to judge you or bash you. We're here to support you. And the best thing that you can do is get away from your triggers and get away from the people that you're choosing to associate with, that push your buttons, that cause the depression, that cause the anxiety, that cause you to reach for the bottle, that cause you to reach for the pills. Whatever the issue is it your job? Is it family members? Whatever it is, there's a trigger, and you need to find your trigger. And as soon as you find your trigger, you eliminate that. And that's where you're on the road to recovery. Okay, so I got to pick another card for Christina. For Christina. But emphasis, Christina, that you're overanalyzing. I'm learning. I am really learning, because that is something that I have always done. And today, this is the first time. I mean, if I had done this last night, what I did last night, like several months ago or a couple years ago, I would have been second guessing and worrying and stressing what everybody thought. You know, oh my God, maybe I didn't do the right thing. Oh my God, but I don't. I was guided to do what I did. I asked for guidance. I did a reading. I did it. And then I did a reading again and got confirmation it was the right thing. And now I just got confirmation again. I did the right thing. So, and this all happened for a reason. This all happened so that somebody who is feeling bad about themselves, who's feeling humiliated and like they can't be forgiven for what they may have said or done while they were drinking, realizes that that's not the truth. That's not the truth. It's understandable. You don't remember. And you've changed. You've done the work. And for that, no one's going to hold you responsible and blame you for anything that you can't take back. Right? You can't take it back. You can't undo the past. Okay. This is interesting. This is really interesting. This came up, Christina. This came up in a private reading yesterday as well. Shetland sheepdog. I love this. A Sheltie. My aunt used to always have Shelties. They're so beautiful. And the world talks about world travel, first of all. It talks about full circle completion as well. So, congratulations, whatever it is. You've accomplished what you set out to do. You're being elevated. Spirit's acknowledging you. This is a wreath. This is like winning the, they put a wreath upon, what is it, in the Olympics, right? They put a wreath around your neck. Yay! This is like congratulations. So you made it through. Whatever this challenge was, and whatever the lessons that you were meant to learn, You learned them. And now you're going to take that, all of that, the experience, the difficulty, the lessons, the challenges, and you're going to push it forward. You handled yourself in an awesome way. You look beautiful. This is Christina. I love Christina. She's awesome. Her energy is amazing. So this is about being faithful as well. A dog represents love, unconditional love, loyalty, friendship, protective, faithful, right? This is about, and Shelties. Shelties are a miniature collie. I like them better than collie dogs. Lassie is a big one. The Shelties are the little ones. They're the spunky ones like us. And they are sheepdogs. They're used to herd, right? They're used to guide people. So Christina is a natural healer. She's a Reiki master and a massage therapist, and she uses her gifts to help other people. I got prickles. Prickles, prickles. I'm feeling the Reiki going through my body. I think somebody's sending me Reiki right now. I'm feeling that energy. This is good energy and I need it right now, so I appreciate it. Thank you. My energy is like taking a real I feel like the wildfires have gone through me. But for Christina, this is spirit acknowledging the gifts that you have. Notice the see the infinity symbol as her sign. I love that. So the infinity always is talking about how you are infinitely supplied, everything that you need, especially for your life purpose, right? And Christina has gone through a lot, and she gives a lot of herself, and she has been blessed. She was blessed by a beautiful home. She's got 2 kids that love her and that are no doubt proud of her, as is her father, as are her friends. So this is basically letting you know that this is how we view you. This is how Spirit views you. And the possibilities in front of you are endless. You can start over. You can start a new spot. You can start where you were before and begin again and do something maybe in a different way or build from it, whatever it is. Basically, Spirit's saying, we're giving you the blue ribbon. This is a beautiful message. How awesome. How awesome. Very intelligent, these little dogs. And they're funny, and God, they're so beautiful, and they want love. They're just the prettiest little things. They like to speak, too. So your job, clearly, is helping people. I know that. It's about working with, maybe Spirit's going to ask you if you want to take your Reiki skills and apply them to animals. Animal healing, I don't know. But all this is major full transformation all around you, and all the colors of the rainbow. So this is just basically a high five from Spirit, and recognizing that you have enthusiasm for the work that you have done, and you've done such a freaking awesome job. I like it. That's a really awesome message to get. Yay! Okay, who's next? You're welcome. You're welcome. I mean, I've met people here, soul family, that I definitely want to meet. Christina's like, are we ever going to meet? Yeah, we are. Absolutely. It's on my list. Okay. Who's next, please? Melissa. Okay, cool. Just a sec. Yeah, you guys, you know what? I would do this and I would keep going. I love to, but I'm exhausted and I just can't. And I do have to work today. So I put my energy into my private readings right now. I'm loving them. They actually feed me too, and you guys are giving me help. You guys give me energy because I'm getting positive energy from you guys, so thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. I love you. Okay, so this is Melissa. Correct for neutrality. You're so happy today. You looked awesome in your picture, Tracy. I love that. That was probably my favorite picture that you have posted so far of yourself. You looked like you were happy. You looked rested and you looked glowing. It was a very pretty picture. Okay. For Melissa. Woo! The whole deck dropped. So that means it's this one. Oh my God! Yay! Yay! This is a really cool message. This came out yesterday as well for me. So I think that must be something good for me too. And again, we see the infinity symbol. Yay! So, whatever's been going on, karma's being balanced. Right now, it's not balanced. That little bird's on this side, and it's tipping the scales, so it's going to be balanced. Ganesh, the obstacle remover, is coming forward. Ganesh gets through everything. pushes through everything, lifts. Ganesh is loyal. Think about elephants and how they are with their family, their soul family, right? They come to the aid of little ones that get themselves in trouble. They help one another out. They can move mountains. I mean, come on, they can move giant trees. They will put their lives on the line for others. They're so giving. Freaking awesome. I love the stars in the sky. I love the stars. So justice is coming. So fair decisions are going to be made after all the evidence is reviewed impartially. I love that. Impartial. Because so many times people are partial, right? Well, that's my friend, or I don't like the way she dresses, or I don't like the way she talks. I don't like the way she did that. She reminds me of this person, and she's probably the same. You know, people judge a lot. So I love the fact that there's impartiality. And it's also showing, and I love this part too, have compassion for others and try to see all sides of the disagreement. So this is what I'm getting to. Like I was talking about, somebody who might have done something in the past, right? We're talking about alcoholism. We're talking about drug addiction. We're talking about people acting out, right? And so we want to come from a place of compassion and understanding. I don't hate this person that did that. Of course I don't. I just am not going to aid her and abet her when she's not interested in getting help, right? If that puppy wants to swim around in the mud puddle, I'm not going to dive in there. I've got other puppies that are struggling to get out of the mud puddle that are asking me to grab onto their leash and pull them out, right? So I go to help. When you have a little one that's not capable of understanding what they're doing, a child, or you know what I mean? We jump in, we grab them. We don't even ask. We fucking jump in and grab them. But when you have an adult that's choosing to do the backstroke through their mud puddle and they don't want help, I'm not going to go in there. So yes, I have compassion for people to have issues, of course, but that's why they're here. That's their lesson to learn, right? It's not my lesson to learn. My lesson is to learn who I'm supposed to help, who I'm supposed to reach out for, who I'm supposed to allow in my energy, and who I'm not, right? So someone who's choosing to do the backstroke in their mud puddle, who is a drama queen and who is causing chaos in other people's lives, that's not where my energy is best suited. My energy is best suited to people who are actually trying to figure shit out and trying to get things together, and people who have done the work and are coming back from a difficult time and need encouragement, need to be told, you know what? You deserve forgiveness. You deserve support and to be loved. Everybody makes mistakes. That was your lesson to learn, and you learned it. So I love the compassionate part, right? We come from a place of compassion and understanding, but we also have to come from a place of wisdom. And hey, you know, I'm not going to send my energy in that direction. So right now, after everybody reviews, or whoever it is, if there's been a court case that you've been stressing about, it's going to go in your favor. If you have had a problem between people and you're worrying about how somebody might view you, Spirit is going to make sure that they are able to see things impartially. Maybe somebody has misunderstood something. Spirit's showing you here that in this situation, they're going to show you. They're going to show them that they misunderstood. They're going to show the truth of the situation. When Spirit talks about truth coming to light, it doesn't necessarily mean someone's been evil and been purposely hiding something from you because they're manipulative or choosing to be malicious. It could be they've been embarrassed. It could be they've been unsure of how to handle it, whether they would be welcomed back, whether they would be forgiven. We don't know why. That's why when my father and I got into the fight over my twin soul, why he was gone, he said mean things about him. And I said, you don't know why he's gone. I get glimpses, and I don't even know 100%. All I know is Spirit told me he's innocent. And so you don't stand in judgment of him, period. So when Spirit tells you somebody's innocent, trust them. When Spirit tells you to not give up on someone, you trust that. When Spirit tells you, listen, give them a chance, you do that. That's what compassion is about. So right now, there's a resolution that's going to happen. That's what I like, a resolution. We want peace, right? We always want peace. And being that Ganesh is the one that's making this, I've called on Ganesh. You know, please remove the obstacles. Archangel Michael said there are no obstacles in the way. So can you get Ganesh and shove that shit out of the way so we can get moving forward? Right? Ganesh is very smart. Elephants are so intelligent. They can figure things out. They figure out ways to get through things. So right now, there's another message. And I know that possibly one of these people is actually on the speed or listening to this or knows somebody that they can take this information to. But there is somebody right now. It's not me. Because the message is normally, it's either me or someone that's getting this message is living in fear. They are afraid of something. They're afraid that they're not going to be understood. They're afraid, they're living in fear. They're afraid of their circumstances. They're afraid of being judged. They're afraid of not being able to do what they need to do. They're afraid that something is not going to go in their favor. They're afraid that I'm going to start crying. They're afraid that their words are going to be misunderstood. They're afraid that false evidence is going to be believed, as it has been. So this is reassurance that justice is going to be done. And that whoever it is that's feeling afraid, who's feeling unsafe, you're not. So that's the message. Sorry. I'm so tired of crying. My eyes, look at the bags. They're like suitcases filled with buckets and buckets of water. Okay, so who's next? Let me see. Yes, you are in sync with your divine masculine. I was shown that I'm in alignment with mine too. I hope he steps forward soon. Unconditional love and forgiveness and healing has taken place. How beautiful. I love that. I'm happy for you. Super happy. Sandy, okay. Sandy. If anyone would like a private reading, my website is www.theangelswhisper.com. My email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. If you would like help with dream analysis or long-distance Reiki healing, it's very powerful. Or if you would like to purchase a ceremonial or a cleansing sage wand, I gotta get out there and make some more. I don't have any left. They're all sold. I just have mine. They're all Reiki enhanced with a crystal that's charged with Reiki. And they're very powerful. It's the California white sage. It's what the natives use. It's the most powerful for cleansing and clearing. And I'm definitely going to clear and cleanse in here after I finish this reading. Not from you guys, just for my own energy because of what happened. Because I want to kind of remove myself from the negative part of it, right? And I believe, and I know that Kaylee in her heart of hearts knows that I cared about her. She actually defended somebody who attacked me on the video last night. They said something and she said, no, she's not. So I think that's funny. And she also told me that she's grateful for all the help that I gave her. And I know she is, but I'm just not open right now to her. Maybe later. I might unblock her. I don't know. Right now she might be embarrassed and mad. Oh, wow. Wow. Sandy, you get this too. Yay! Sandy! Sandy's been going through a rough time emotionally. You know, Sandy and I are both Aries, and Mars has been in retrograde, and Mercury's in retrograde, and she's got kids that are going through stuff, and she's working on a deck with me and trying to do her thing, and she's been going through shit like I have. So this is freaking awesome, Sandy. This is Spirit giving you a high five. This is Spirit telling you that you have done a really good job. And you know what? You're a good mom. You're a good mom. And you promoting happiness, that's good. And I'm proud of you. And I'm proud to call you my friend. And I'm glad that I'm aligned with you doing our deck. This is really a beautiful confirmation for me too, that Spirit is showing me this. I like that. I have a good choice of partners. It's making me emotional. I asked for this, actually, Sandy. I asked for specific information regarding this, and this is really good for me to hear. I like it. So again, you have been raised, and Spirit is acknowledging the work that you have done, and don't feel like you have not done the right thing with your kids, because you have, and sometimes kids are just difficult, and it's their lesson to learn. It's not ours. You know, when our kids grow, they have choices to make, and sometimes they're bad choices, but, you know, that's why they came here. So again, like Christina, you're being acknowledged. You're being acknowledged for how kind you are and how generous. You're always the moderator on our readings here. She does this for free, you guys. It's not easy. Sometimes people get mad at her. So Spirit is basically telling you that you have accomplished what you set out to accomplish. You've done a good job. And you've learned a lot. And you've been through a lot in your childhood. You're struggling through a lot in your life, and you need to recognize the beauty within yourself. You're a very graceful, beautiful person, and you've got a lot of courage within you. A little dynamo, a little dragon, and Spirit's basically saying you will be supplied whatever you need infinitely. So don't worry, whatever it is that you need, and if you need help in any area of your life, if you're having struggles with family members to understand one another, Spirit's basically saying, we're going to help you out. We're proud of you. You're very intelligent, you're very beautiful, you're very funny. You've done a wonderful job, you've helped people, and this is Spirit acknowledging you. And so, it's your choice. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? You're so welcome. I wish I could put up I could put up hearts. I wish I could. I wish I could do this. I don't know. Let's see if it happens. Yes. Yes. Sometimes you're the Queen of Swords and you need to be. Right? Sometimes you're the Queen of Swords and you need to be. What else can we find that's fun? That? Sometimes your sense of humor is what people need to keep them going, right? Makes them happy, right? Yeah. Yeah. I need a nap. Yes, I do. I need a nap. And you are somebody's lucky charm. That's what I say. You are somebody's lucky charm. Oh, I should keep this on the whole time. It hides the bags under my eyes. And you are somebody's guru. You do have wisdom, and you know what? Sometimes you don't think people are hearing what you have to say. And you get discouraged, but they are. Right? Sometimes you just got to put your shades on and know. Sometimes you got to be tough. Right? Sometimes you got to be tough. Whoa, you are the wise one. The wizard. How cool is that? Oh, I love all of these. That's so cool. You're the winner. Spirit says you're the winner. Yay! Yay, you're the winner. Wow, I should just kind of let this run for a second. That's how I feel right now. Slap happy. Ooh, let there be light, Spirit says. Let there be light. Okay, enough of that. Okay, so who's next? I was gonna do, I love you too. I was gonna do a different card, but I just really felt that you needed that card. Even though we already got that message, you needed that card. You needed that acknowledgement, right? Like, you know, just because we got that card, why shouldn't you have gotten that same emphasis from Spirit? Thanks, John. Okay. I know, it's fun. Okay, who's next, please? Sandy, who was the... I think, what were you? What number? You were 4, so who's number 5? Who's number 5? I like that last thing. That was pretty cool. Oh my gosh, I'm getting dizzy. I was looking. I want to put that. Oh, I like that. Okay, I think I'm going to keep it on this. That's who I am. I'm the cat. So Lisa is 5? Okay, cool. Just a sec. I wonder if I can, hold on. I can't put you down, though, when I have that on. Somebody said I'm going to Hawaii. Do you need a passport to go to Hawaii? I don't think you do. Okay, I'm going to do that. Okay, hold on a second. I am going to put this down right here. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Lisa Ann. is number 5. Okay. Lisa Ann. Correct for neutrality on all levels. So, what is the most important message for the most people? This is for Lisa specifically, yes. But can you show us a message that would help the most amount of people as well as Lisa? Thank you. And what is it that I need to know? Correct for neutrality on all levels. I feel like justice is going to be done. I really like that message. That was really fun. Okay. I said that I really like justice, right? And I said, what is it that I need to know? I feel like justice is going to be done, right? Justice! Yay! Yay! Yay, yay, yay. So, because this isn't acknowledging you specifically, like giving you a high five, I am just going to say that, I know, I was just being a goofball. I know I don't need a passport to go to Hawaii. I'm really not that much of a dumb blonde. However, I will say, Christina brought something to my attention and I am embarrassed, right? I'm Canadian. I don't know the United States, okay? I grew up with a Canadian map. I did go to school in the United States, yes, but I was there for purely social reasons. I was not there for education. And I said that it's a lake, because I keep getting this Emerald Lake, right? And there's an Emerald Lake in Canada. There's also an Emerald Lake in Colorado. And I said, I think that the lake is on one side it's Colorado and one side it's Canada. And she's like, no. And she showed me a map, and I haven't looked, and I'm so humiliated. Colorado's like in the frickin' middle of the country. It's not even up towards Canada, so I'm embarrassed. So that part I did have to say. That was a dumb blonde moment, and I was super embarrassed. Okay, because justice is yours. Whatever it is, justice is yours. I'm not going to spend so much time for this card. Because like I said, it wasn't a personal message for you, like you're a freaking amazing person and you need to hear that. You are being told that justice is yours, whatever you've been worrying about, right? And it could be that you're feeling unsafe about something, or somebody that you know is, so maybe there's something you could do to help, right? However, justice is going to be done. So because we just got that and we went into that, I'm going to get you another card, okay? So hold on. I'm super excited about that. Because I asked, what is it that I need to know? And also, I said, what is it that the most people need to know, right? That you could get a message that was important for you, but that the most people listening needed to know. So everybody needs to know. Justice. If you're worried about a court case, you're going to freaking win it. You know? If you're worried about something, anything, you're good. It's good. So that was really super cool. So, it's the perfect message. It is. Okay, hold on a second, though. You're going to get another message. And I'm leaving this up. This makes me feel better about myself. That's why I like Halloween. I can be the cat and hide my bags under my eyes. No, it's not the world. But you know what? It is something else that's actually quite really cool. My landlord went for a bike ride a while back, and he sent me a video, and he's like, look at this. You wouldn't believe this. And there was a 120-year-old tortoise, walking around inside the gates of Canyon Lake. So it was saying that there's a very wise old soul that was wandering around inside of Canyon Lake. And it gave me a lot of really cool messages. And basically it was saying that this wise one carried their back on their home. Wherever they were, their home was. And it also meant that they were mobile. They were somebody that would travel. And he said to me, it's you. It made me feel really good. And so this is probably going to be a message for me as well, since I talked about that. But this is your message. I got to say goodbye to my cute little cat face. Bummer. Okay. 4 of summer. Okay, first of all, the number 4. I'm going to read the card before the message, okay? 4 means there are angels everywhere around you. You are completely guided, protected, and loved. There is no reason for fear. And here we see this guy. This tortoise that was cruising around, and the neighbor said he came out to chew on some of my plants. And he came through the fence. And I was worried about him because he had reached the age of 120 years old. You know, family, he has to be passed down to family, right? Because who's going to take care of him? Who lives that long, right? But he got out of his fence. He dug under his fence. So I was worried about him. I said to my landlord, did you help him get home? And he's like, well, no, he was kind of up in the neighbor's yard. And I said, dude, somebody could hit him. You know, they move slowly. And so I made him go back. And he told the people, and they got him in the house. And then I went back with him later, and I found out, you know, where he lived and that he was safe. So you're safe is the first thing I'm saying. Summer, you're safe now. This is happening now. So right now, you see him in his garden, right where he hangs out. He's got a huge thing of lettuce. He's got turnips over here, lots of food, nice, beautiful, rich soil. He's got a bee pollinating up here, getting busy after the honey. The bee, again, the symbol of the infinity, right? The infinity symbol, meaning you will be infinitely supplied for. Also, this is also another aerodynamically incorrectly built insect. Should not be able to do what it's able to do, but is able to do fantastic things. Also, a bee works as part of a team. Also, they grab the sweetness in life. They enjoy the flowers. This has something to do with floral essences that might be very important in your life. Also, Spirit's wanting you to get out in nature, get yourself grounded, and make sure that you're getting enough green leafy vegetables. And what I'm noticing, and the reason of what I'm getting here is the turnips or the carrots, whatever they choose for you to be, they're under the ground, but what's above is the green. So the green, it's the leafy part that you need. That's important for you right now. I'll give you the message that they give you, but I'm giving other things right now. Right now, don't allow yourself to be fenced in, but do keep your boundaries protected. Don't allow other people to cross your boundaries and abuse your gentle, peaceful nature. That will keep you. You're keeping yourself safe that way by protecting your boundaries, but also you're able to see out. You don't want to isolate yourself, right? You're keeping yourself in a nice, safe, peaceful, cozy area. You're taking care of your health. You're outside where you should be. You're connecting to the earth. You're peeking out of your shell. You're not keeping yourself completely isolated. You're enjoying nature. You're enjoying the sun. You live a long life that way. Okay, so forward. Your responsibilities that you have may be distracting you from noticing the gifts that God is presenting to you. Be open to investigating opportunities that come your way. So are you keeping yourself inside, hidden away? Are you staying away from other people? Are you nervous about approaching people? Are you nervous about speaking up? Are you nervous about being seen? Spirit's asking you to come out of your shell a little bit more because you're not able to see the opportunities in front of you if you hide away. Sometimes you just have to go for a walk and you'll run into the right people. Go to the grocery store, you'll meet the right people. You need to connect in some way. It's also, the tortoise is a slow mover, so maybe you've been moving too quickly from one thing to another. Maybe you've overworked and now it's time to be in this place. A place where you feel safe, but where you're not isolated, where you get fresh air, where you're healthily nourished. Remember I told you the one that is connected to me that's gone through a lot, I was shown that they haven't been well. They've had a difficult time, and Spirit said they will be 95% cured. What they need to do is get away from their triggers. It's not that the person has issues so much that are not able to be handled. It's that they're allowing themselves to be around triggers, the negative energy. And they need to remove themselves from the triggers that are causing the issues that they're dealing with. Get themselves out into nature, eat more healthy foods, and be in a peaceful atmosphere, which is what maybe you need to do. Maybe it's your work. I don't know. I'm covering everything because there's so many people listening right now, right? So for me, I know that. I need to be in a peaceful place, in nature, where I feel safe, where my boundaries are protected, but not where I'm isolated, where I am around people who are community people, people that are also doing spiritual work, that are also looking to the flowers, looking to the sun, grabbing the sweetness in life, right? People that have a positive attitude. This is what Spirit is saying maybe you need to do right now. You need to give yourself that energy. Maybe you need to pay attention to all sides of a situation. Maybe you're not seeing all sides of a situation. And maybe because of that, you're being extra cautious and you're turning down opportunities. I have done that because I've had so many people that were not who they said they were, people that were trying to, they were lying and misleading and looking for ways to cause problems. I just started blocking people left, right, and center. I said no to everything. And I said to Spirit, I can't do that. I don't want to run around being paranoid, you know? So please show me in no uncertain terms, in a way that I will understand the people that I can trust. And they have been showing me, and it's really awesome. So that's what you can ask Spirit to do. Because we do have treasures all around us, and a lot of times we're not able to see them. We don't recognize them as treasures. They might be right in front of us. And you think about a tortoise. It doesn't carry a lot with them, right? But it does carry what it's most important to them, and that's their home. It carries their home on their back. So think about that. What do you have to do to take care of your home? Right now I gotta let my chicken in. Come on, baby girl. It's too hot now. Okay. I heard you. I heard you. It was hot outside. She wanted outside. Okay, so what do you have to do in your home? What do you have to do to make yourself feel peaceful? Do you have to remove people from your home? Do you have to get yourself out of where you're at? Do you need to find a new place that's peaceful? There's something about your home that needs to be taken into account. Are you moving? Think about the places that you're moving. What would be the best place for you to go? Clearly they live a very long time. They live a very long time because they're wise. They use the lessons that they have learned, right? They take those lessons and they build upon those, and they think before they act. My twin, I know it was him. I like to say it's me, but it's not, because it's more his personality. I heard him say in my head, that's why I like to observe. It keeps me from getting in trouble. Very smart, right? So if you move slowly before you act to something, if you get upset especially, it's a bad time to make any choices. Bad time to make decisions when you're mad, right? And even when, and I know that, and I get mad, and I'm saying, I'm done with this, blah, 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 blah. I'm ranting around in my room just to myself, right? And Spirit's telling me left, right, and center, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're just pissed off right now, and there's something that you're not seeing, and I know you're tired and you're frustrated, but, you know, no, you're not. And I don't want to hear it. But I keep myself to myself, right? I shut myself away, because when I know I'm like that, it's not a good place for me to be, not a good place to make decisions. So tortoises move slowly. They're wise in making that decision. And because they move slowly, they're noticing things, right? I am a very detail-oriented person myself, so details are very important to a tortoise. Pay attention to all the details. Pay attention to everything. That's why Spirit said justice is going to be done, right? That's about somebody looking at a situation with all sides being considered. So right now, Spirit's telling you, don't worry. You don't have. If you feel like, oh my God, I'm going to miss out on this opportunity, right now, Spirit's saying there's time for you to examine the opportunities in front of you, in a place of privacy, so that you don't miss out on the blessings. You're not going to miss out. Oh, I like that my glasses are dark. Oh, good. They chose. You know what's so cool about that? I didn't even pick that. They chose that because I am the cat. That's so funny. Okay, I'm going to bring your comments back. I think I swiped your Oh, can I not see your comments? What happened? Hold on. There. There, now I can see your comments. Okay. Time away for you to be me. You're in Cali, vacationing with Soul Family, no phone, beaches. Nice, nice. That's beautiful. Wow, I hope you're not where the fires are. They seem to be all around us. So many people want to come to California for a vacation, and I want to go to the forest, or I want to go to my, I keep trying to get a ticket home, and I'm getting hit with a wall on that, not quite sure why. So that was the reading for the day, and everyone's reading. I think I'd like to give myself a reading, even though I did say that justice was mine. Ooh, justice is mine, says the Lord. I'm thinking about, no, karma, right? Don't you be enacting karma on anyone. Okay, I do. I want to do a reading for me. So everybody, give me your good energy. Give me your good energy, and let's see what Spirit gives to me, okay? I want to see what my message is. I deserve a message. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What is the message that you want to give to me that can help everybody here in our feed and everyone else as well? What is a message that will help everyone else message that everyone else needs to hear, but something that you specifically want me to pay attention to. I like to do one. This is something that you guys might do if you have oracle cards. Do a reading for yourself before you start your day and ask for, what is it that I need to see? What is it that I need to pay attention to? What is it I need to be aware of on this day? And then pick one card and see what it is. It might be something that you should focus on, like as far as something you need to reach out for, something you need to practice, something you need to be aware of in yourself, a habit that you're trying to break. It might be, an opportunity in front of you. Who knows? Okay, so here's my message. It's also a message that's going to help all of us. That's how I asked for it. Okay, that was pretty clear. Oh, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. Why does Spirit want me to cry so much? Okay. And the lion will lay down with the lamb. Sorry, this is emotional for me. I think that Spirit wants me to cry so much because I think there's a lot of people that have a hard time allowing their feelings to be expressed and allowing others to see them cry or feel in a place where they're not able to hold themselves in a position of power, right? Or strength. They feel that it's weakness to cry. They feel it's weakness to allow their insecurities to be shown, or their emotions. Some people have been taught that showing emotion is weak, and it's not. And the message here, what I look at, I'm looking at myself. I told you I came in with the lion people, right? And I kept saying that there were lions all around me, and I didn't understand why. We are in Lionsgate. But this is a hippie, and the Aries flower is the daisy. I don't know if you knew that, Sandy. But that's our flower. And that's me in my past life, that Native American warrior. So here we all see, sorry, I gotta zoom out, the lion wearing the daisy flowers. And you see this little lamb. Now, this lion can be 5'2" and 125 pounds. 108 pounds. And this little lamb can be 6'3", muscular, and a man. What you're just seeing here are characteristics. This person may be seen as a bit of a beast, Beauty and the Beast, right? Aggressive, determined, ferocious. One swipe of that paw can knock me down. One bite and that lamb's head's gone. She can bite my head off, man. This can be seen as an inexperienced person. Inexperienced in the ways of relationships, or inexperienced in the world itself. It can be just seen as someone who's who is innocent of something that they have been accused of. It can also be seen as clearly a pure, gentle, loving, beautiful. You just want to snuggle that lamb. This one also can be seen as arrogant, ego. You think of a Leo in reverse, right? The Leo characteristics in reverse. And an afflicted one, arrogance, haughtiness, abusiveness, control, aggression. Well, I can have all of those in me too. But this is also courageous, protective, regal, noble, beautiful, a leader, strength. And what Spirit is showing you right now is the lion will lie down with the lamb. These two shouldn't be together. That's another message. It's kind of like Love is Strange, what we got the other day, but it's like Beauty and the Beast. They don't look like they should be together, but they're very peaceful together. This one protects this one. This one brings out the gentleness of this one. The differences between the two here, it doesn't mean that this one isn't strong and courageous and ferocious and protective and loyal and all of the characteristics that a lion would hold. It just shows that primarily this one's highest qualities are their gentle, loving, peaceful nature. This one's qualities are their leadership, their perseverance, their dedication, wanting to protect another. They bring the best out in each other. Also, it's telling you that your strength is not your ability to bite someone's head off and to swipe somebody away with those big claws and to roar the loudest and to be up on a pedestal and think that you're so beautiful while everybody else does your work for you. Your strength is in being loving and compassionate and kind, that you've learned from this one. This one came into your life and taught you lessons and completely changed your life. And this one came into your life and taught you lessons that completely changed your life and your view of yourself. I love this. This is this Bible scripture. When paradise comes, you will see the lion lie down with the lamb. Because this one is naturally, this one's prey. This is the predator. This is the prey, but not in this instance. In this instance, they're together. They're a team. There's been a beautiful transformation that's taken place here, and this lion has learned how to be peaceful from this one example. And that is the strength that you're displaying at this time. And forgiveness and compassion. Forgiveness is a really, really strong quality for us to have. Power and personal power, stepping into your personal power, and that it's safe for you to step into your personal power. And it's not wrong sometimes for you to roar like a lion. It's not wrong to decorate yourself with flowers and take care of your own self. Beautify yourself. Take some time out in a peaceful surroundings. Get a pedicure, get a manicure, get some beautiful clothes, get your hair done. Of course we all want to look beautiful. Why shouldn't we? But the most important thing is the energy that we emit. This peaceful, loving, protective, loyal. God, I love this energy that's here. I love this whole scene. I look at the mountain in behind. When the great wave comes, go to the mountain. And we did. And we went in and we learned and we listened to what Spirit had to say. The tablets. Go to the mountain with the tablets, which is the law. That was the 10 Commandments. To me, that's our moral code, our integrity. And we've learned that, and we paid attention to that. And with that, we're going to be blessed because of it. 11 is a very strong spiritual number. Anything that we need will be infinitely supplied, and we trust in Spirit upon that. We know that. We realize the importance of the messages that come from our animal messengers. We realize the importance of forgiveness of self and others, of being compassionate and understanding, of knowing when to roar and when to be quiet and when to be peaceful. Knowing not to judge a book by its cover. Recognizing the strength in that gentle, peaceful nature. Recognizing the power that we all have in leading and being an example to other people. And recognizing that, you know what? It's okay to be proud of yourself. You should be proud of yourself for doing the things that you've done and reaching the place that you have. It's wisdom that we've all gained. I love the flowers, the sun, the flowers, the daisies. The center is the sun. Happiness, growth, the divine masculine. The outside is purity and goodness. And they're very simple and they're very beautiful, and it reminds us to look at the simple pleasures in life and the simple beauty that we have in our lives. Those are the most important things. You don't see money here. You don't see expensive houses and fancy cars and really expensive jewelry. And what you see here is nature and natural and real and authentic and good. And that's the most important thing. And for me, that's the most important thing. And I know that when I keep my focus on Spirit and I keep myself humble and I remember that everything that I have learned and all the gifts that I have are not mine. I was given these gifts, and any gifts that I have that I can share with another person is my job. And I know who the messages come from, and they're not me. I know how important it is to remain humble, but I also know that it's very important to be proud of yourself and not allow anyone to walk over you and treat you like you're a doormat and that you don't count. I know that when I treat people with respect, I deserve to be treated with respect as well. And if they don't, I'll leave. I keep myself around this kind of an atmosphere where my energy is good and positive and where we can build one another up. That's what transformation is. So right now, the lion says that they're going to help us resolve differences in a soft way. Challenges, they're overcome by using that compassion and that kindness. And together, these two send the message to all of us that we're stronger than we think we are. And we need to forgive ourselves first and then forgive others. And maybe we need to have a little bit of patience, teaching the lion to be a little calmer, teaching this little innocent one that doesn't feel quite secure with themselves that they're good enough as they are. Be patient with the young ones. Be patient with the ones that don't have the experience that maybe we have. And you know what? You can be an adult and not have experienced what another has experienced, and so you don't understand it. Maybe you grew up in a really peaceful home, a sheltered home, and you don't know what the world is like out there. You don't understand what other people have been through. This is about trying to see all viewpoints. I love this. This is like the scales balancing, right? That symbolic lamb, gentleness, vulnerability, self-acceptance. We need to be vulnerable. Spirit wants us to be open and vulnerable. How are you going to allow love in if you can't allow your heart to be open and vulnerable? If you're protecting yourself all the time and not let anyone near you, you need to recognize that you have that protection behind you in the form of spirit, but also in your own higher self and soul family, and maybe even, if you're lucky, your natural family. And then you think about the lion, which is the symbol of Jesus, and think about what he did. He gave himself up on behalf of everyone else. You've got that in you. We all have that in you, where we give of ourselves to the point of exhaustion. We give of ourselves sometimes without thanks. Sometimes people don't understand why we do the things that we do. And they lash out at us and they hurt us. But we can understand. So right now, whatever situation everyone's going through, Spirit wants us to use both our strength and our compassion and forgiveness and gentleness together. And that's what's going to bring the situation that we're dealing with to an agreeable conclusion. What happened? There. Okay. Lots of clearing and releasing for us all, yes. Partial what? Where's the solar? Hold on, I'm going to look at that. I can't see it. Shoot, the comments are going by so quickly I can't see them. What did you just say? Partial solar oh gosh, it's coming so quickly. Sending strength, because thank you so much. Oh, I want to go back and read all of this. There's so many messages I haven't been able to see. Everybody's sending everybody else love and light and blessings. I love that. I wish I could press on the hearts. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here with me. And please understand, I hope you do understand that I was coming from a place of love when I did the video that I did last night. I'm not going to beat myself up about it, but I do hope you understand. It was all about love. It was all about what I felt like I was supposed to do. So thank you, Sandy, for working with me and helping me and all of us so much. And thank you guys for actually being here, because your energy that came in brought us the specific messages that we got. We needed these specific messages because this video goes out to so many people on YouTube. And wow, I'm getting another really cool message. I'm getting a really cool message. I just picked up the cards, and I was just going to show you the cards like this. And I was going to tell you that because of your energy is why the cards were chosen. And those particular messages needed to be shared. So it's very important that you guys do this. And I thank you for allowing your energy to be used. What I picked up was the King of Spring. So I kind of want to show you guys. We just saw the lion, right? We just saw the lion come forward. And I'm going to turn this around. This is what just came forward. I wanted to use an example. Gosh, why won't this zoom in? Maybe I just have to zoom out. Look at this beautiful lion being royalty. This is royalty. This is the Leo in the upright. Oh, and look at it looking at that little bird, that little sparrow. And I find this, I'm getting a really, really good message right now. I'm getting a message from Spirit that there was somebody that misunderstood a situation, somebody that was in a very high leadership role, somebody, an influential person that was quite angry. And they're paying attention to this little sparrow. And I think that the sparrow is me right now. The sparrow is reminding us of our own sense of self-worth. The sparrow is victorious. Sparrow is a survivor. They're underestimated. They can live in any climate. Any climate, they survive. They aren't very special looking. They just look regular. But they can do what so many other birds cannot do. A bird is about speaking your truth and singing forward. And this Leo, this person, whoever this represents, and it doesn't have to be a Leo. I feel like it is, though. But it doesn't have to be. It's just somebody who represents this Leo energy. You could have it in your chart. I don't know. But they're listening. This is somebody in high authority. This is somebody who is actually quite knowledgeable, quite talented, quite respected. I find it a great honor to know that they're listening to what I'm saying. And it's not my message, that they're understanding that this is Spirit's message and that I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. But Spirit's advising us all, step up. This is your moment. Step up in the leadership role. Don't back away from being in the spotlight. Because whatever it is that you're planning is going to be successful as long as you stay focused. And what we need to stay focused on is the big picture. Sometimes we get lost in the details, right? The little things in front of us. Right now, you've got a freaking lion looking at a sparrow. We can accomplish things like that. We can. That's why our Father used Moses to go before the Pharaoh. Moses couldn't even speak. He had to have his brother go with him as an interpreter. He stuttered. Remember the bunny that stuttered? Somebody loves you. Somebody that stutters, somebody that has a difficult time speaking. Had his brother speak for him? But God used him to go before the Pharaoh to speak. For one thing, he wanted the Pharaoh to recognize, you think you're so big, you think you're so much above everyone else. You see yourself in this position of authority, and I'm going to use someone that you view as a lowly servant. And he can't even speak. He stumbles over his words, but the lesson he's going to teach you, it's coming from me. He is my servant. He is someone I love. He is that sparrow that you overlooked, that you considered unworthy. But he is victorious because the sparrow is exalted as the victorious one, the underestimated one, the long horse, the long call, right? The long shot horse. That's the one. Look at the new moon coming when we put out our wishes. So don't shy away and recognize the Spirit uses you in whatever capabilities that you have, whether you think that you have gifts or not. We all do. We all have a voice. We all have something to play, a role to play in lives. Like today, I got to give you an example. Corey, I connected to Corey, thank God, who was a friend of this person that was going through all of this last night. She was able to be there. She was able to give me the message. I needed to know what she had to say to me. I needed to know that she was okay. I needed to know that, yes, she's choosing to do this. I needed that confirmation, and so did all of you need to see, because it looked really bad for me. So that was very helpful. Corey doing that was huge. So right now, this lion coming forward is speaking about someone. There's somebody in your life who's inspiring, they're dramatic, they're ambitious, they're wise, and basically Spirit's saying, listen to them. And we're not talking about the lion. We're not talking about the lion. We're talking about the underestimated sparrow. You're not seeing them the right way. That little bird, that's the lion's friend. And that little bird is telling that great, wonderful, noble lion, keep your thoughts focused on Spirit. Don't be so worried about amassing riches of the material world. You're so concerned about that gold crown and your castle and your kingdom. Look at this tree that I sit upon. Nature is provided. Trees are given leaves. I'm given food, not by you, by the Father. We're taken care of. And you will be too if you keep your thoughts to spirit. You need to allow your mind to fly free, away from what's been keeping you trapped underneath that heavy golden crown. Maybe you feel that this is a position that you've needed to hold. But Spirit's telling you that's not the important thing. People that are struggling, I've got a really, really important position in this company. A lot of people look up to me, but it's literally killing my soul. Spirit's asking you to fly free. You need to look at things from a different perspective. That lion likes to be a star. They don't want to be upstaged. They want all lights on them. But they're also a very dedicated parent. They take care of their family. They love their family. They're very majestic. They do have an air about them. They kind of walk around thinking that they're royalty, because they are, and you may be from a royal family. You may have a wonderful heritage. You may be a prince of princes. You may be a king. But if you're not connected to Spirit in the right way, Father sees this one as way more victorious than this. This is something to strive to. Someone who's a survivor. Someone who recognizes their sense of self-worth. Someone who's been underestimated. This is the one that's going to be exalted. And they don't need to wear the crown. They're not even interested in the crown or that cape. They don't care about that. They don't care about your status. They don't care about your family name. They don't care about any of that stuff, because they're connected to Spirit. And that's what you, lion, need to pay attention to. Lions are also a cat. And I love the cat. I am a cat, clearly. We're very tenacious. We're also very courageous. So right now, Spirit's saying, yes, it's time for you to be courageous and set goals. Professional and personal goals. But we want you to set them with Spirit in mind. Right? Put your sights on Spirit and everything else will come. That had to come out. So that was for everybody. I love that. And with that, I will say thank you to all of you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Sandy. I'm going to let you guys go. I haven't had any of my chia water. Oh, I need a drink. And I don't drink that kind of alcohol, but hey. Love and light for all. These are very good readings. You're a Leo. Thank you, Sandy. Happy birthday, Sean. Seriously. My cousin is named Sean. He's actually, I think I've spoken about him. He's actually not my birth cousin. He's adopted. He was adopted by my uncle from his first wife, I think. I can't remember, but he's still my cousin. He grew up as my cousin. Anyway, thanks all of you guys. I kind of like to watch you guys say all this to each other. I never get to really see it. I always hang up, but it's awesome. Oh, I feel so much better. What a beautiful way to end that, how this started, right? It's a beautiful ending. I think I'll probably say that, the ending is going to be a lot better than the beginning. And I feel that because of the justice and the things that a lot of us have been going through, the way things wrap up, it's going to be a lot more peace and happiness with the situation than how things have started, and I'm looking forward to that. So, yay! All right, you guys, have a beautiful day. I love you. Thank you. I'm going to see if I can hold on. I did it. I was able to capture and save it for this reading. Okay. All right. That's it. I love you guys. I gotta go. I gotta figure out how to close this. Done. I think I just say done. Thank you, Sandy. I love you.